Hello, everyone, and I hope that you're doing well. Back at it with some stocks, just a quick market update on SPY. So we got exactly, well, not exactly, because I predicted that the Federal Reserve Day would have, you know, would have the big red candle, but we ended up getting that today. And so yes, that means that my contracts were destroyed on this day, but I didn't fall for it. I believed in it, and I still do. I still do. And it looks like it's playing out pretty dang well. The only thing which is really interesting is that it looks like it's being rotated. So instead of down like it was here very clearly, it looks like we're actually rotated up. And it might be because it's sourced because there's probably some hidden trend in here that goes way back. Also, there's a lot of like with how slow it is, the MAs, like the moving averages that are important, there's a lot to carve out here. We had Apple and Amazon and Intel earnings today, which were the big ones on my radar at least. Apple did not like it was very bland, right? As every Apple earning. I mean, I think the only I would assume that Apple goes down with the rest of the market tomorrow if the fractal follows. Then again, am I right to say that? Well, I guess so, because if this is rotated up, what exactly does that mean? Does that mean that this section here rotates as well? So does that mean that we go... Because, I mean, this was a pre-market thing, so... The question is, does it just want to play this range until something big happens? Or are we going to get some really big news tomorrow and we actually start running this thing? So I'm really excited. I'm hoping that we don't play out this pre-market. I still don't know how fractals exactly want to follow pre-market, but I will say that I think it does respect pre-market algorithm in the past. So we'll see. I don't actually really know what's going to happen tomorrow. I think if I were to make a prediction here, it would be make a new low. So we go down into, 534, 535, something like that. And that would be about it. I'm surprised with how poorly they did and how bad Intel was. Where is it? I mean, Intel is like a classic company, so it's really sad that they were down like 20%, so. But I looked at it, and apparently on SPY, I don't know when they do these shifts, but um, Apple had its asset allocation increased to the number one spot over Microsoft. So apparently, because I'm going to assume because Apple went sideways from earnings, that's why SPY is doing absolutely nothing. So yeah, we'll see. But this could be. I'm hoping that this is an S curve that's playing out. So you know, we'll get something like this tomorrow. It could go to 531 if it's an S curve, and then it could bounce, and then it could play out the sideways here. That would make more sense. And then it would just have a regular bear flag here, and then, it would die. So, S curves are scary because they're inevitable bounces, right? But bear flags can happen an infinite amount of time, and it could just create a downtrend that never ends, like Mullen, for example, right? So bear flags are hard to play because you never really know when they're going to crack, and you don't know when they're going to stop. But S curves, you know kind of when they're going to stop, and you know that a bounce is going to happen, so you can play that. So tomorrow we're looking pretty solid. So looking for a new low here, and 531 would be an S curve target, I believe. We'll just, yeah, 530 even. Jesus. So I'd be surprised though, considering how. But I mean, Apple could go. I just don't know. This is a really weird environment. And look at Nvidia, and this is just such BS, man. And we do have some political tension on the rise with Israel right now. So is that, you know, able to cause some crazy moves? Sure. If there's news about a war and it tanks because of it, I'm gonna have to start questioning if the Illuminati exists, because there's no way you're gonna tell me that a sequence in the past that happened last year that took place over 3 days or whatever, or like 6 days, can be scaled and flow with political tensions. Like, it doesn't make any sense unless like this was all just kind of stalling movement here, and then someone like hit the switch they knew it was going to happen, and then the algo just played out the pattern. I don't, like, back when I first really tried tracking this, I never thought that it would break above this level here. And then once we got this bounce here, I knew that something, I was completely wrong, and it was just going to keep going up. But now it looks like an arrowhead top, which is exactly what we want on the bear side. So it looks like a bear market is in order. This daily candle definitely shows something. If we do break above this high, then obviously it's not following, and there's just going to be another leg up. But if this continues and we can fill this 535 gap, and then we can even dig and hit 530, then, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of money to be made. A lot of money. Because if a candle like this forms tomorrow, it would be, I personally, okay, would feel that it would be guaranteed put profit. The only scary thing about it is how fast does this want to go. So whatever profit that I make, assuming that my puts play out for tomorrow, I would go into far out expiry and probably go and look for the 515 range, because 490s, if this is following, is inevitably going to get filled, and then there would be a rally, of course, and then it would just form the scariest head and shoulders ever, unless it wants to ignore that, which it wouldn't make any logical sense, really. Of course, then I'd come back and I'd make a video, and then we'd go from there. But things look pretty bearish, which is good if you're playing that side. If you're a bull and you're making investments starting now, it would be scary, and I'm glad that I am not playing shares or playing the long side. So I think it's just time for a general, like just a general profit taking, cool off, political tensions, you know, just this unbearable teasing of rate cuts, which historically speaking have occurred before financial downturns. So just a lot of weird news playing going on. And yeah, I mean, hopefully y'all make some money on it. And you know, if you do decide to go the opposite and you believe that there's more room to run up here, I do wish you the luck. I just want everyone to win. I believe financial security is the ultimate goal in America, so I wish that for everyone. And if you end up losing money playing the bull side, then I hope you don't lose too much, and you know, stick with it, right? Never ever give up. Don't ever give up. All right, y'all. So that's all I got today. I wish you the best, and until next time, peace.